There was a time when Las Vegas was nothing more than a lonely desert town surrounded by miles of empty land, dust, and silence. Long before the giant casinos, the neon lights, and the endless entertainment, this small place in the Nevada desert was barely known to most Americans. But over the decades, something extraordinary happened there. Against all odds, Las Vegas transformed itself into one of the most famous cities in the world. For millions of Americans, Las Vegas became more than just a vacation destination. It became a symbol of excitement, freedom, glamour, and the American dream itself. It was a place where ordinary people could escape their routines, dress elegantly, enjoy music, fine dining, and experience a version of life that felt larger than reality. Tonight, we're going back in time to explore how Las Vegas was born and how it became America's playground. In the early 1900s, southern Nevada was mostly empty desert. The land was dry, harsh, and unforgiving. Few people imagined that one day this barren region would become one of the busiest tourist destinations on Earth. The area that would eventually become Las Vegas was originally a small stop for travelers moving between California and other Western territories. The name Las Vegas came from Spanish explorers, meaning the meadows, because of the natural springs found in the area. In 1905, the city of Las Vegas was officially founded as a railroad town. The arrival of the railroad brought workers, merchants, and travelers. But life there remained simple and quiet for many years. At the time, most of the buildings were modest. Dirt roads stretched through town, and the population was small. There were no giant hotels, no bright signs, and certainly no luxurious casinos. But everything began to change during the 1930s. One of the biggest turning points in Las Vegas history came with the construction of the Hoover Dam. During the Great Depression, thousands of workers arrived in Nevada looking for jobs. The Hoover Dam project brought massive economic activity to the region. Suddenly, Las Vegas was filled with engineers, laborers, businessmen, and travelers. These workers needed food, entertainment, housing, and places to relax after long days in the desert heat. At almost the same time, Nevada legalized gambling in 1931. That single decision would change the future of the city forever. Small casinos and gambling halls quickly began appearing around downtown Las Vegas. What started as simple gaming rooms slowly evolved into something much larger. People realized that visitors were willing to travel long distances for excitement, entertainment, and the possibility of winning money. Las Vegas had discovered its identity. This area became the heart of the city's growing entertainment industry. Neon signs lit up the desert night, creating a dazzling atmosphere unlike anything most Americans had ever seen before. Hotels and casinos began competing for attention with brighter lights, bigger signs, and more luxurious interiors. For visitors arriving from quiet towns across America, Las Vegas felt almost magical. The sounds of slot machines echoed through crowded casino floors. Jazz music drifted through lounges filled with cigarette smoke and conversation. Elegant performers entertained guests late into the night. It wasn't just gambling anymore. Las Vegas was becoming an experience. As the city grew, developers looked beyond downtown and toward a long stretch of highway outside the city center. This road would eventually become the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. In the 1940s and 1950s, larger and more ambitious resorts started appearing along the Strip. These new casinos were designed to feel glamorous, modern, and unforgettable. The architecture was bold and dramatic. Massive neon signs towered above the desert. Palm trees, fountains, and luxury hotels created the illusion of paradise in the middle of Nevada. One of the most important early resorts was the Flamingo Hotel, opened by businessman Bugsy Siegel in 1946. The Flamingo introduced a new vision for Las Vegas. It combined gambling with luxury accommodations, fine dining, entertainment, and celebrity culture. Guests no longer came only to gamble. They came for the complete experience. This idea changed Las Vegas forever. By the 1950s and 1960s, Las Vegas had entered its golden age. America itself was changing rapidly during these decades. Families had more disposable income, cars became more affordable, highways connected the nation, and tourism exploded. Las Vegas became the perfect destination for middle-class Americans looking for excitement and escape. The city attracted some of the biggest entertainers in the world. Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and countless others performed in glamorous showrooms packed with visitors. These performances helped define the image of Las Vegas. People dressed elegantly for nights out. Men wore suits and ties. Women arrived in glamorous dresses and jewelry. Casinos weren't only places to gamble. They were social destinations where Americans could feel sophisticated, adventurous, and entertained. For many visitors, a trip to Las Vegas became one of the most memorable experiences of their lives. As television grew more popular across America, Las Vegas became even more famous. Movies, commercials, magazines, and television shows often featured the city's glowing neon skyline. The bright signs became symbols of excitement and possibility. At night, the Strip looked almost surreal. The colorful lights reflected off polished cars as visitors walked between casinos, restaurants, and theaters. Every hotel tried to create a unique fantasy. Some looked tropical, others looked futuristic. Some recreated famous cities or historical themes. Las Vegas wasn't trying to feel realistic. It was trying to feel unforgettable. And for millions of Americans, it succeeded. What many people remember most about classic Las Vegas wasn't only the casinos themselves. It was the atmosphere, the sound of coins dropping into slot machines, the smell of cigarette smoke drifting through the air, cocktail waitresses walking through crowded gaming floors, the glow of neon signs outside hotel windows, late-night conversations in diners and lounges. There was a feeling that anything could happen. For older generations, Las Vegas represented a very specific moment in American culture, a time when travel felt exciting, when entertainment felt glamorous, when cities still had strong personalities. Many Americans who visited Las Vegas decades ago still remember those nights vividly today. By the 1990s and early 2000s, Las Vegas entered another transformation. Mega resorts became larger than ever. Hotels recreated entire cities and civilizations. Families, tourists, international travelers, and business conventions all became part of the city's identity. Las Vegas evolved from a gambling destination into a massive entertainment machine. But even as the city modernized, traces of old Las Vegas remained. Vintage neon signs, classic casinos, old diners, and historic photographs still remind visitors of the city's earlier decades. For many people, the true magic of Las Vegas will always belong to its golden age. The era of Sinatra, the era of neon, the era when the desert first began to glow. Today, millions of people continue visiting Las Vegas every year. The city remains one of the most recognizable places in America. But behind the modern skyscrapers and massive resorts lies an incredible story of ambition, reinvention, and imagination. Few cities in history have transformed themselves as dramatically as Las Vegas. From a quiet railroad stop in the Nevada desert to the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas became a symbol of possibility itself. And for generations of Americans, the memory of old Las Vegas, with its neon lights, elegant casinos, and unforgettable nights, still represents a special piece of America's golden past. If stories like this remind you of the America we all remember, subscribe to our channel and watch our previous videos. And if you enjoyed this journey, please leave a like. It truly helps us keep these stories alive.